welcome to the Great Charles Adventure. So this is my second time recording this video. I just recorded it and no sound was on there, so I'm trying out a new microphone and I guess something happened with it. So this is the second time that I will be recording this video for today. Hopefully my light will stick with me throughout the end of the video. I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible. Just because this is my second time. So just real quick, and you know, the first one had Ella and everything in it, so that stinks, but you know, what can we do? So I just kind of wanted to give you guys my 32-week update and just kind of let you know the things that are going on with me this week. I'm going to try and do a new pregnancy video every week so that after every, you know, obviously I only have 32 and beyond, but up until the delivery, we will at least have some kind of like, you know, I guess mementos that we can look back and watch. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have anything prior to that, but I would love to share with you guys what's going on with my pregnancy up until now. So today's Thursday. On Tuesday, I actually had my doctor's appointment for my 32-week. So it went really well. And, you know, I actually thought that, well, I didn't think it was going to be more eventful, but I thought they would make a bigger deal about my blood pressure. So before my doctor's appointment Monday night, I was having kind of like blurry vision in this eye. And then I had like this really weird headache that was it kind of felt like just like air in my head and pressure. I've never had a headache like that, and I'm used to like real headaches, like migraines. So I was a little bit worried about that. When I did check my blood pressure, the highest it went was like 130 over, I want to say like 72 or 73. So I was a little bit worried about it, but I was like, okay, I'm going to tough it out until tomorrow morning when I have my doctor's appointment, which was Tuesday. So when I went in, everything was normal. My blood pressure was 132 over, I think it was like something like 75, which is very high for me. I'm usually in the teens to low 120s for the top number. And so I was a little bit freaked out because with my last pregnancy, I did have preeclampsia along with diabetes or gestational diabetes. So I was very concerned with my blood pressure because this is kind of how it happened last time, where I had normal blood pressure throughout my whole pregnancy. And then when I got to like, I think it was like week 33 or week 34 is when they found the preeclampsia. So I was definitely nervous as far as that goes because I don't want to have to deliver early again. Last time I had to deliver at week 36. So I wanted to make sure, you know, with my doctor and whatnot. Unfortunately, I wasn't meeting with like my exact doctor, my exact OB. I had to meet with like one of the other people in the practice, one of the other doctors in the practice, because that's just their policy. They make you, after a certain point, they make you every other visit meet with someone else other than your doctor. So this week was my turn to meet one of the other OBs in the practice, just in case I went into labor and she was the person on call. So she was nice enough. I thought that she was, you know, she was okay. But I would have preferred my OB this week just because I have these concerns, because she did kind of like brush me off a little bit. But I am also a worrywart too, so I'm not sure, you know, if that was actually a brush off or if I'm just psycho. I do have a lot of anxiety as far as birth and delivery and, you know, complications and things like that, because I am a little bit scarred from the first time. Ella's about 1.5 years, so this all happened about 1.5 years ago. And honestly, you know, it was one of the most difficult points in my life, just because when you have a baby, you don't think about, oh my God, like this could happen to me, or like this, you know, this complication can happen. You just think you're going to have like this beautiful birth and like it's going to be in water and angels are going to come down and like, you know, just this like, you know, just ridiculous things. So I never really imagined that I would have so many complications the first go around. And, you know, I'll do a separate video for you guys for my birth experience for the first baby. just so that you could kind of know what happened and kind of understand where some of my fear comes from. But I was definitely, freaking out on Tuesday. And, she told me, don't worry, don't freak out. Cause, I've already taken the gestational diabetes test 2 times now this pregnancy. And essentially they've said that I don't have it this time. So that's something that I don't need to worry about right now. Um, and then as far as the preeclampsia, they said, it's very rare that you develop it 2 times. So basically the way they broke it down to me is, if you have a different partner the second time or like the following times, then you could get it again. But for the most part, it's very difficult for you to get preeclampsia with the same partner 2 times around. And my husband is my husband. So the chances of me getting it this time around are, very slim to none. So I was definitely excited to hear that. I'm still, playing it by ear and trying not to freak out, but it's just weird to me, like the whole blood pressure thing. I haven't checked since because she said, don't get obsessed. And it's very easy for me to get obsessed with things like that. So I haven't checked since. But like I said, we'll be playing that by ear until we have more information. The baby is doing well. He is measuring very large and in charge. He is measuring at, when they did the measurement on my belly, they did it from the top to the bottom, and he's measuring at 34 weeks as opposed to 32 weeks. So essentially, he is a lot bigger than Ella was. Ella was always like 2 weeks behind, or like right on the mark, and he's actually a little bit on the bigger side. So, and we kind of knew that he was going to be big because when we did the ultrasound at week 30 or 29, we saw that he was about 4 pounds, and at that point he was supposed to be like 2 pounds. So we kind of knew that he was going to be on the bigger side. And, I asked if everything was okay with that, and she said, yeah, that's fine. I asked again about the gestational diabetes, like if the test maybe missed it. And she said, no, if I did it twice and both came back negative, that I'd be fine. So it's definitely not gestational diabetes making him big. She's just said that sometimes the second baby is on the larger side, so he's on the larger side. And then also boys are supposed to be bigger than girls. So essentially, I shouldn't worry anything about that. As far as like his weight, he's fine, he's perfect. And then as far as my weight, I haven't gained any weight since the last visit. So I'm hanging in right there at 18 pounds total weight gain so far, which I'm definitely ecstatic about. I already started the pregnancy on the heavier side. I didn't lose my baby weight, just as kind of like a precursor to everybody. I did not lose my baby weight. And so I was actually freaking out at the beginning of this pregnancy, thinking that I was going to gain a ton more weight. Once we subtract the weight of the baby, I probably gained about 12 pounds. So I'm definitely excited to, to see that number and to see that I haven't really gained too much. I've been just trying to eat like on the healthier side. So a lot more salads, trying to get more creative with my vegetarian meals that I eat, and trying not to take in too many carbs, just because it's very easy as a vegetarian to eat a lot of carbs. So I've been trying to kind of like avoid those a little bit, but I'm also not putting so much pressure on myself because I just, with my first pregnancy, my OB, well, not even my OB, my midwife, every time I would go in, she would be like, okay, watch your weight, like don't gain too much, like every time they'd make like an emphasis on my weight. And I really did not want to focus on that this time. I was like obsessive about it. And I mean, I gained 30 pounds, which was like normal or whatever, but I was obsessive over it, and it really like broke me up inside, that every single day before my appointment, I'd be like freaking out, trying not to eat this, trying not to eat that. I'm just like, it's not that serious, chill, like don't go and gain like 60 pounds now. But I'm definitely not focusing on that this go around, and I'm you know, I'm basically saying like F you to anyone that that comments on it this go around. So I haven't really gained any weight since in the last month, so that's great for me. But like I said, even if I did, it wouldn't be a big deal right now. So yeah, everything was normal as far as my doctor's appointment. Some kind of, I guess, like things that I'm going through this week are I'm noticing a lot more hip pain, a lot more like pelvic pain. It almost feels like my pelvic bones are kind of like rubbing together, if that makes sense. But I'm sure that that is essentially the relaxin in my body, kind of like relaxing everything down for labor. I do have a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions, so that is a little bit concerning, but my doctor just said to just drink more water and they should go away. I do drink more water, they don't go away, but it's fine. I guess I would rather my, you know, my body know what to do than to, you know, have less of them. So if my body is preparing for labor, I'm definitely okay with that. That's more than okay. So I have noticed more Braxton Hicks this week, but like I said, if it's my body preparing, then that's fine. I haven't had very much swelling in my feet. Last time I did because of the preeclampsia, but this go around I haven't really noticed as much. So that's good because I'm still able to wear all of my shoes that I normally wear. I haven't had to go out and buy anything like, you know, closed toed or, you know, sneaker like, whereas I did last time around this time. So that's pretty much it as far as my, you know, as far as, you know, things that are happening as far as the pregnancy. Um, I do have some more like circulation issues that I have noticed, which is not really a big deal. I'm sure that's just like the weight of the belly on my, you know, on my body and on my legs and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. One product that I love that I absolutely cannot live without is my mini pregnancy pillow. It's basically a wedge. It's a semicircle and it's a wedge. I'll link it below. My husband got it on Amazon for like less than 20 bucks. And because we do co-sleep with Ella, having a huge pregnancy pillow this go around is just definitely out of the question. So he found me this little alternative and it's like literally like this big, you know, and it just goes directly under your belly just so that when you sleep on your side, your belly is a little bit like the weight is a little bit more evenly distributed and you don't have like that just weight just falling all the way down to your side, giving you more back pain. So that is like my ultimate like favorite thing that I've been using this week just because I've had more back pain and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I want to thank you guys for watching this. I know that there are like a million YouTube channels out there. So thank you so much for watching this and tuning in and sticking with me. I look forward to giving you guys week 33 to hopefully the end. We'll see as we get closer. The Monday videos, just to kind of give you like a little brief overview, are going to be a little bit more family oriented. They're going to be more like our adventures through Orlando and, you know, like kind of hitting up local spots so that you can kind of see like, you know, our city. And then, and even like, you know, family fun adventures that we can do, like that you can do with your family, you know. So Mondays are going to be a little bit more family involved. Thursdays are going to be more Natalie centric. So mommyhood, you know, mompreneur hood. It'll be more on the business side just because I am a work from home mom and that's kind of like what's relevant to me. And it'll be a little bit more on the business side because I do own a stationery company, a greeting card company. So I will on Thursdays it'll be a little bit more business centric. Like I said, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try and keep this short because I hear my child crying. So be sure to follow us on Instagram. Our handle is The Great Charles Adventure. And if you want to follow my business account, my business handle is at Pretty Peacock Paperie. And I'll link both below so that you just have a quick link to just shoot over to Instagram. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a great weekend. Bye.